But check this out. This is what I mean by the difference. Sankofa, sister, goes back into slavery, right, and living the whole thing. But in the end, the slaves revolted. They started chopping off heads and going off. And that's why it wasn't so popular. Went off, and then she woke up out of it and changed her hair to natural and took off her wig, saw her natural, and became her natural self. So it was a transformation for her, you know, in today's society. And the thing is that when you see black folks go off, at least for me, because I got warrior energy, go off, I love it, because they go off on us. I like when we go back off. So it's a great film. Now, I say that to say is that's what we have to do now, is go off. But we do it with the entrepreneur spirit. Because that is the warrior spirit today, is becoming an entrepreneur and living life on your terms. So in order to become a serious entrepreneur where you're making money, is that you have to have the mindset, the millionaire mindset, the billionaire mindset. Is you have to activate that inside you, knowing that you can manifest your reality. And when I talk about money or prosperity, I mean on each level of your life. Your relationships, your health, your money, your business, everything you do is about prosperity and living on a high vibration to create the abundance that you are blessed to have. It's yours anytime you want it. You create the vortex or put yourself in the state of that consciousness, knowing that that's all that you deserve. And you do that by affirmations. I am great, I am money, I am abundance, I get anything I want, everything is mine, all I need, all I have. You know, you accept that reality to yourself. And when you talk to yourself, and when I say talk to yourself, you have to use declarations, put your emotion into it. You know how emotional you sisters are. Put it into your affirmations. Put it into your affirmations. You know, I am great, I am abundance, I am powerful. With emotional, passionate content, which triggers you put it into your subconscious mind, which triggers the subconscious mind to affect the conscious mind, where those opportunities of success starts coming your way. That's how it works. When you feed the subconscious mind, the conscious mind starts creating it, the reality for you. There's a certain part of the brain that when you do something, or if you buy a dress, or if you see something like these pants, you may go around and you start seeing people with those same type of pants on. Now today it may be dudes, but you see that color. You start seeing stuff, and that's, or you get a new car. All of a sudden you start seeing that car out there. Well, something in the brain that takes off and starts seeing stuff, and it's the same thing when you create affirmations and those words of power, you start seeing the opportunity that was already there, but you never knew because you weren't on that vibrational level. See, when anybody remember the law of attraction? I mean, the movie, The Secret? It was all about the law of attraction. Well, that's just one law. And within the word attraction is action. In order to have the law of attraction, you must take action. Now, a lot of us who become successful off just the law of attraction, they've been raised to take action naturally. So when they say, I want this, I want that, and they just run into it, they're already magnetized in that way. Most of us are not magnetized in that way because we don't come from wealthy parents or parents that have done well, most of us. You come from poverty in the hood, you better have more than the law of attraction. That's right. Because everything around you is about poverty. So you got to have you have to have a system, you have to have a plan, and you have to take action, because what happens is you can use both of it. Yes, you can pray, meditate, affirm, but you have to find models who are doing what you're doing to become successful, because you don't see it naturally. Yes, ma'am.
I just have one thing. I read like Black Enterprise
Yes.
and Entrepreneur.
Yes.
And I believe one of the, and I also received this other magazine that's called Women of Wealth.
Yes.
And right now, African American women are the fastest growing entrepreneurs
Yes.
right
Right.
now.
Yes.
And,
That's right.
and I mean, it is just something, when, I mean, in that magazine it says whatever you want to become, you have to surround yourself with it. So
That's
if you
right.
want to become successful, you got to surround yourself with successful women.
That's right.
And so I read these magazines, and some of these magazines actually give you websites and college tips to go on, and you can join. And some of this is free.
Yes.
Right.
For you to get the knowledge. It's just, you just have to go out there and locate it and
That's
get
the
it
action.
and take action.
See, you just said that. Go.
What was the second one? Black Enterprise?
Black entrepreneur and women of wealth. And yes.
To say that, just to add on to what she said, women, period, is more entrepreneurs than women. They
Yes.
hire more than
Yes.
people of color than anybody.
Yes.
Women, period. So black women especially are rising up because what happens is who are getting educated in our communities. Black
Right.
women.
And
That's
that's
right.
why now they're
That's
the
right.
fastest growing
Getting degrees
entrepreneurs
Exactly.
at higher
right now.
rates.
So,
Yeah,
so,
yep.
so the reality is, brothers is lagging because we know what the matrix has done, but that's no excuse because it's a new day, and everyone should be able to see what's going on. So we have to kind of react and counterbalance and get ours anyway. Now, back to what you were saying, those books are wonderful. They're great. Everyone should have that. I read women magazines for me because any women magazine is talking about somebody of color.
Okay.
Yes.
It's the same thing.
Yes.
It's like Robert Kiyosaki's wife, Kim Kiyosaki.
Yes.
Anything she writes, she's talking about women, but you replace women with black folks, Latino
That's
folks.
right.
Right.
It's the same message.
That's right.
It's the same message.
Right.
So I say anything, I don't care what color they are, get the information that's going to help you win
Exactly.
in the matrix. Because you know who you are. So we take all information. So when she just said, the 5 friends around you, hey, if your 5 friends are broke, you're going to be the 6.
That's it.
That's right.
That's
You're gonna
it.
be the 6.
You are the company
You're
you
going to be the 6.
Number
keep.
6.
That's it. You are the
That's it.
company you keep.
You're going to be the 6.
That's it.
So what you do is get 5 rich friends and you will be the 6.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
You are the
Change the
company
circle.
you keep.
Quick.
That's right.
Quick. Exactly.
There was a radio when I lived in Fort Knox, when I was stationed at Fort Knox, and he would end his day by saying, if you can't change the people around you, change the people around you.
That's right.
And I still remember that, and it's so true.
Yes.
Yes.
You don't want to be the 6, so
That's
change
right.
the people around you, because
Yeah,
you can't
man.
change the people around you.
No.
You ain't trying to be
Can't
that
change
6.
people around you. And you'll notice when you start changing yourself.
Exactly.
That's right.
The people around you
You gonna
either
change.
Will change.
That's right.
or
Yes.
despair. That's same relationship, same for everything.
That's right.
When you start changing, folks can't take it or they step up.
Yes.
Don't
That's
step
right.
down to
Don't
people's level.
go over.
Now you can step down to people's level so we can have a conversation. It's just to bring them up. It's called pace and lead. I'm not trying to stay down there with
Right.
you.
Right.
I'm trying to bring you up.
Trying to help you get up on my level.
Because if I stay down here, ain't nobody gonna have a job.
That's right.
That's it.
Ain't nobody doing nothing. They complain all day on this level.
Yeah.
Right. That's right.
Somebody got to come up.
That's right.
And then if they can't come up, that other person disappears.
Yeah.
So that's just what happens naturally. So I always put myself around people who are doing much better than me.
Yes. Yes. That's just like a runner.
Always.
You run with someone that's faster than you, so you can.
You hear me?
Yes.
Because
That's
you can
right.
keep
That's
up.
true.
That's right.
And then the information they have is nuggets.
That's right.
It's
Picking up what they
nuggets.
put down. I'm picking
It's
it up.
nuggets.
Yes.
It's nuggets. So we're talking about getting around people that are doing what you're doing, but doing it better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we call that modeling. Some people call that copying. No, what you're doing is just getting out of your own way and learning. You don't have to make the same mistakes that others made
Right.
because they're already doing it.
That's
And
right.
you can get a mentor
Yes.
because mentors they always want to help. People say, "Why they make too much money? They don't." No, well, offer what are you going to do for the mentor?
Yeah.
Offer your services. For I can do this for you. It doesn't even have to be money. Rich folks just want to give you. People always say rich folks are evil and rich folks don't want to help nobody and they all the Illuminati. That's what you hear every time. Every time somebody black make it Illuminati.
Yeah.
They with the Illuminati. I'm like, sound like the Illuminati folks having all the fun.
Okay.
They got all the money, all the cars. They go everywhere. They travel the world. They they having all the fun. I said, where the party at? Where the Illuminati party at? So in reality is, we want to be illuminated. And people in the Illuminati, they know the secrets to the law of attraction, the other laws. They know the secrets. See, that applies to anybody. It's just that people in the Illuminati, because of karma, and if they're doing negative things, the children jump out of windows, become drug addicts. You figure out, well, that's the karma. That's what happens. So when you are there and doing it the right way and processing it the right way, the children have wonderful lives. Okay? So you got to understand, don't let money, when you go see movies, every time somebody is wealthy, it's always something negative. It's the bad guy. The good guy is always the poor, struggling, suffering person, and they make it at the end with a woman that just got by. But the rich person been living large for the whole movie and then gets killed at the end. So what we do is equate wealth subconsciously with evil. And we equate poverty with pride. There ain't nothing prideful about being broke. That's the game, that's Ram, the Matrix. You know, you get to heaven when you're dead. It's in the sky. Like Reverend Ike said a long time ago, heaven's right here on earth. So, but that's the trick. And while the wealthy folks are laughing at these movies, that's programming you to think one way instead of thinking in a prosperous mindset, so you can do what you have to do and enjoy every process, because it ain't about working hard. Wealthy folks don't work hard, they work smart. They work smart. We think, you know, West Indians and people of color come over here, they work hard. That's why their lifespan is so short, and the daddy, 55, 60 dead, or look like an old man, because they worked so hard doing so many jobs. That's not what you want to do. You want to practice the law of multiple streams of income. You want passive income coming in from many places that you want. Right now, we are making money. I can go to my PayPal now, and there's money in our PayPal. In my investments, there's money there being made, and it's Saturday. What investment is open on Saturday? What is he talking about? These are cash flow systems that pay 7 days a week that we're involved in. So what I'm saying is, when you understand the law of attraction, the law of action, when you understand how money works currency, we all deserve to be wealthy. But today is more than just thinking. These motivational speakers like Les Brown come and tell you, you got to have a dream and you can do it. Well, okay, well, after I leave the meeting, what do I do?
Exactly.
You know, what do I do? Well, you have to follow what the rich do. So you look at books like Robert Kiyosaki, like Kim Kiyosaki, where they actually show you systems of how to make money. Most wealthy people make money through investing. That's why you see them at the golf course in the middle of the day while you're working 9 to 5. They own the companies. They invest in companies. What we do is invest in stock. We invest in the Forex. We play binary options, and we do cash flow systems. A good way, if you just don't have a job and you don't have any money to invest, have you guys ever sold anything on eBay? That's the best way to start. Don't take nothing. You start selling. My son, who is a millionaire, sells stuff on eBay and the internet. So it's not hard. It's just what are we looking at. Don't think of making money as hard and struggle. Think of it as easy. We have watched our grandmothers, we have watched our great-grandmothers, we have watched our great-grandfathers struggle to make ends meet. It's a new day, y'all. Bro, I'm working with some brothers now, 2 brothers, a Mexican and an Italian, 20-something. Was broke a year ago. Now these dudes, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000 in their account, buying houses, buying all kind of stuff, and all they do is trade binary options. All they did was learn the game. The young mind don't care. It's not saying I can be stopped. They don't care about racism. They just seen this bling bling. They want the bling bling. All of them can't rap. They can't dance. They can't be athletes. So they're finding money-making systems where they can do it. And the key is the internet. As these jobs are going overseas, and if you're waiting on America and you think Obama going to save you, Obama don't know nothing about business. He know how to have a great relationship, looks great, but he works for the corporations. And I love the Obamas, but image only. Not for what they're doing for America, just for image, because if you can't take advantage of America looking at a black man and a black woman running the White House, if that can't work for you, something wrong with you. That day, everybody should have started their own company. What it is, the president of their own company.
Right.
As soon as he won, I'm president of my own company.
Right.
Because now they see us like that. When you walk into the bank, easy to get a loan, easy to do business, because that's what they're looking at. So it's taking advantage of the image, not what he's doing. He can only do so much. He's placating us. Corporations run this thing. And they're going to always run it. And the deep thing is, when Democrats are in office, certain stocks go up.
Yes.
Republicans are in office, certain stocks go up. That's the way to start. So when people are getting emotional about what's going on in the world, I know when there's a catastrophe and you hear the conscience spoke, oh, I can't stand a poor righteous teacher. Oh, I used to be one of them, so I'm like, oh my God, no, please, I don't want to hear it. You can't figure it out in this system. So, when we look at, when there's a catastrophe, there's a flood somewhere, and a house is destroyed, or there's a fire somewhere, and we all emotional, look at all these people, and I care for those people. The first thing I'm doing is buying options on Home Depot.
That's right.
You know why?
That's right.
Because everybody
Rebuilding.
and going to Home Depot to buy, and they stock go sky high. If there's water going down, if somebody has to use a lot of water, or some pipe broke, pipeline, any pipeline company, any water company, stock going up. That's how it works. So what I'm saying is, whatever catastrophe is, somebody's making money. When people always say, you all hear the conscience spoke, you know, the dollar going down, the dollar ain't worth nothing. So what? America's already bought and paid for. Do you know Japan owns at least 3/4 of the stock market? Do you know China owns our debt? We bought and paid for. Why do you think China, they had China build, do the Martin Luther King monument? They paid our rent. So when you understand where the money is, and you're looking at this thing internationally, you don't get so affected emotionally. Trayvon Martin, perfect example. Remember everybody was wearing hoodies? They were buying skills. Not only, check this out, not only were they, you know, folks was flashing and they doing their selfies wearing the hoodies that they already had, they was buying hoodies.
Yes.
So if you're buying hoodies, Walmart, Penny, stock go up. I had some Walmart stuff. So y'all buying hoodies, I knew the stock was going to go up. Skittles. Everybody got these Skittles, buying Skittles, flashing it on the internet. Skittles went up. I'm just telling.
That's so funny. In 2008, I had just got out of the Army, and I started my corporate job. And, 2008, everybody was whooping and hollering because everything was going down, housing market. And I decided I was going to start what I would call my monopoly money and just buy some stock.
Yeah.
The first thing I thought to buy was Family Dollar.
Ooh.
Economy was sucking.
Uh-huh.
Dollar stores was busy.
Busy.
I want to say now that stock has turned itself over 3 times
You hear that?
since I bought it in 2008.
You hear that?
And all I was thinking about, well, what are people doing now? Where are people shopping? What are they buying? And I thought to buy the Family Dollar.
Check this out. Facebook. Remember they went out? I was on the radio and told people, I said, once they go public, do not buy the stock.
Right.
Because who's going to make the money is the people who own it quietly.
Exactly.
The stock's going to go up, it's going to go sky high, then they're going to sell off, it's going to come down, they're going to rebuy it. Wait till it goes down. We bought the stock at $18, what is it now? It's 60, 70, something way up there now. But my point is, now if you're on Facebook, if you don't own stock in Facebook, something wrong with you. I know people say, because if you're ever on my Facebook, I'm very controversial to talk a lot of stuff. But I do, but then people defriend me, I say, hey, I'm still making money off you. I own stock in Facebook. It don't matter. So my point is, Facebook was excellent stock. If you're going to buy it, wait for it to go down a little bit before you buy it. But it was excellent stock. They bought it at $18. And there's a lot of stocks that come out like that. I remember I owned Apple when it was $54.
Wow.
Well, I don't own it now. I would be here.
I know that.
I don't own it now. But my point is,
Yes.
this stuff goes sky high. So, but we do options. We buy options on the stock where we make money that way too. And that's fun. So, what I'm trying to say is when you put yourself in a position where you are making money when you are doing something else or doing what you love, the whole thing is to have passive income coming in, have your own business where it's making money because you love it, you love helping people, you want to put people in business, you got that going on, and you have your passive going on. Your passive going on is my favorite market to trade is the Forex. The Forex is an international market. That's when you're dealing with the euro, the Japanese, the British pound, the Swedish dollar. You're dealing with all those dollars. What I love about it is because I love, see, businesses can lie, countries can't. They are what they're worth. So I play the euro against the Japanese, I play the British pound against the euro, not the British pound against the Japanese, the British pound against the Swiss, the US versus just all this. You can even buy gold, silver, oil on stock on the currency exchange. That's my favorite market. It's a they say it's a $4 trillion a day market, but I think it's about $6 trillion now that's trading, and the stock market is only $6 billion. Okay, so we play that, and it's fun when you know it. If you can read hieroglyphics, you can read the currency market. If you can look at a map and see how it twists and turns, you can read charts. Asian Chinese women in China, you know, jobs are scarce. Or men that working overtime, they're not getting paid a lot, they're dying early, they're getting sick, committing suicide. The women have decided to take over and they're starting to trade. And now they're starting to make more money at home than the husbands are making at their job. So what the husband wants to do is quit and start trading. It's going on in China right now. 3 years ago, there was a Forex contest on who can turn 100,000 into $1 million the quickest. First runner-up was an African American out of Detroit. The winner was an African out of Uganda who was the pastor. But all we hear is about Michael Jordan and what they do.
Right.
So what I'm saying is we are doing it like crazy. I know plenty of black female traders, male traders that are, I'm talking about folks making like $1 million a week type of money. Okay? So I'm talking about when you get good, you can make real big money. Binary options is like a cross of everything. And everything you can start $200, $250. You can start with a little bit of money. Binary options is the new thing that the rich do, where you can get in a trade for 60 seconds. You put like $100 on the trade, all the way you can put $10 on the trade. 60 seconds later, you can make 80%. So that $10 will turn into $18, or that $100 will turn into $180. Or you lose all your money. So people say, this is gambling. Yeah, if you don't know what you're doing. But again, these brothers that we work with know what they're doing. They have turned $500 account to over a $50,000 account. Started with $500 and did it in 6 months. So that's the type of money that's being made that we don't know about. As we look at the world and we say people are out of work and not getting jobs, the internet profits keep going up. So whatever you do, please have an internet business. So it's like, it's the new, you know, when it used to be, if I wanted to start a business, I would just have a card and a phone number. Now, have you a website. If you don't have a website, use your Facebook as your business. See, Facebook has made it easy to start a business. I mean, literally, if you got, you know, I always say, if you inbox, you know, I do a lot of inboxing. I say, whatever goes in the inbox stays in the inbox. When you say that about Las Vegas, now it's the inbox, Facebook inbox. It's some wild stuff going on in the inbox. But when you're talking to people on Facebook, if you have a business, when you're developing friends, if you're not using your Facebook to make money, you've missed the point. So when you're talking to people, the whole thing is about branding yourself toward being an expert on something. No, you don't have to be all about that, but you have to let them know this is what I know. And you create conversation, you create friends, you start inboxing people, you start talking to them, asking them what they do, talk to them, bring up your business. You ever thought about this, you thought about that, this is what I do, and let them say what they want, and all of a sudden you start creating money. I do it all day. People say, why you stay on Facebook so long? Because I love it, I love talking, I'm a comedian, I tell jokes, I'm working on jokes, I let people write my jokes, they see stuff funny to me, I go on stage, I use the jokes, it's all good. And then I have them come into business, make money, boom. Literally, I've signed, in the last 3 days, I've signed maybe about 20 people at $100 each a month. So that's going to be $2,000 a month that I'll be making. That I just did in 3 days. Now, the next month or so, I'll probably sign up at least 30 more people, so that'll be a $5,000 a month check, just all talking on Facebook. That's really how easy it is once you brand yourself. Okay? So think about who you are, who you want to be, and start acting like that's who you are, and create value and money off of it. And Facebook is the easiest way to do it. Now I'm starting Instagram. See what I can do with Instagram. They say pictures, and I'm just somebody setting that up for me, and I'm gonna start working that. Twitter is great. YouTube, what you think this is going on? YouTube, gonna put this on YouTube, make money off of it, because I'm branding myself, showing people what to do and how to create wealth. This way, you look. Commercials, all this is show business. YouTube is your show business. You the star, you the producer, you're the actor, you're the writer. Create it and make money off of you. Okay? And be emotional and talk your stuff. You got jokes, you got stories, you do it all. Don't be boring. Y'all ain't boring. Y'all ain't boring. Do your thing and make money. If you're in a relationship with a man, woman, whatever, but if you're in a relationship with a man, make sure he understands where you are coming from, and you guys are empowering each other. A lot of brothers get intimidated when their women are making more money than them. And I tell brothers all the time, look, there ain't no big deal. You're making $5,000 a month, you're making $200 a month, that's $5,200 y'all making. That's right.
Look at it like that.
You hear me? Right. See, brothers don't understand. They're too busy trying to compete instead of working with you.
Working against you.
If my woman's making more money than me, then I'm going to figure out how we're going to turn this money into more money.
Right.
Now that all of a sudden become my job.
It's you and him against the world.
Exactly. That's my job now. I'm not competing. Well, baby, I'm doing this. We doing it. No. We go, what? You doing this? Well, let's see how we can increase this without us working hard, just working mentally hard. So that's when a man puts himself in that position. A woman who's making a lot of money loves it because because it's a woman who's working hard and making money. In her mind, the first thing she's thinking about, I don't want to lose it. So your job is to help increase the money. Because people don't understand the more money you make, the more stress you have to deal with. Because now who's trying to get in your pocket? It's family, it's the tax man, it's folks trying to rip you, go get your car fixed, the mechanic going to charge you more, the children, everybody's in your pocket. So you're trying to figure out, how am I going to keep my money? And does the man love me for me, or does he love me for my money? Well, if he can help increase your money, and you can both do well, you don't care. Because he's like, hey, he's doing what he's supposed to do. As long as the man doing what he's supposed to do in the relationship, I've manifested him to help me create more wealth, more happiness, then we'll worry about the love later. I can deal with happiness as well. So what happens is, as we learn these processes, a book that I've read that is wonderful. Have anybody heard of Hard Record? He wrote the Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Everyone should have that book.
Oh, what's
Harv Eker. It's Harv, T. Harv Eker. T. Harv Eker. H-A-R-V. It's T. dot H-R-V Eker. E-K-C, I think.
E-C-K-A-R-D.
Yeah. And also when you get a chance, go to the Wealth Portal Inc. INC, the Wealth Portal Inc. That's INC and Inc. thewealthportalinc.com, and you can sign up, and then you'll be on our newsletter and everything. But look at the store. You'll be on a newsletter where you'll get information on what we're doing, on a weekly basis. Very powerful, because literally we have people making thousands of dollars a month without working hard.
I have a question. Where do you go to do your trading, your option trading stuff? Because I've heard different links to go to do it on your own, and yeah.
Well, we have a broker. The
Oh,
broker we use, and the broker we use are ran by Italian twins.
Oh, okay.
They're bad, and what I like about them is because they're first-class brokers, but they have discount prices. That's what I like about them. And I'm with a company called the Royal Network.com. That this is interesting. It's a white lady that runs the company, but it's connected to a brother. Let me tell you this story. Anybody hear of new N2K?
Yes.
Years ago from
Yes.
Atlanta, was that Atlanta or Georgia?
Wasn't it Texas?
No.
It's
What was Terry Harris?
UGK?
Atlanta, N2K.
N2K? Oh.
N2K. Now, that brother Terry Harris,
That's Texas.
about 7 years ago, 8 years ago, was that 10 years ago, was the first one that really taught black folks about option trading. So, of course, he had Dick Gregory come out and speak, the whole deal, Les Brown. Of course, the Matrix didn't like that too much. He was old, talking mess type of brother. So now he's in jail for security fraud. Which, that's not what he was doing. It's just, they all do it, but because he had black folks making so much money. I'm talking about 80-year-old black women making money on the stock market. So, speed this up. It's a company called World Network, where his right-hand partner was a white lady. Her name is Jennifer. I would call her the Tina Marie. She's basically a sister. Her whole company is black. Her partner, which is a black female, and the company is 95% black. So that's the kind of person she is. She trains black folks how to trade in the stock market. She's called sweet, take your time, walk you through it, whole deal. Okay, it's one of the companies that's in the wealth portal. Now, so what I'm saying is, as we are dealing with what we're talking about, it's going down. People are making money. When people say America will never go down, because if the dollar falls, people will get rich. You heard of put options, right? Put options is when the stock goes down, you make money.
Yep.
When the stock goes up, you do call options. You make money when it goes up. So if this company, if the dollar goes down to zero, people are waiting on it. Because they're going to become super rich. When the Twin Towers exploded, the controversy on that. In the building, when the Twin Towers went down, in the building, for some reason the Jews that worked in the building had a call not to come in the next day. Okay? And then, when the FBI when they was doing a research on it, the next day it had all the list of people that made money on the airplanes that hit the building. Wow. The next day they did put options on the airplanes that hit the airlines that hit the building. Now it came out the next day, all of a sudden you hear nothing about it. Okay? Now, Bin Laden, he didn't do it, of course. I mean, you understand how it makes this work. But he knew about it. And he had stock on put options on airlines. Made millions, but he couldn't get the money out. He put a freeze on his money. But he didn't. He's too stupid. Seriously, come on. So, but what I'm saying is, he got caught. You see how he got caught?
Yeah.
Did you see it? Did you how he got caught? Really, y'all? He's that brilliant. He got caught like that. So, What I'm saying is, right now, each and every one of you can be and make as much money as you want. But
I know you're fine.
but sisters always tell me when they get older, I hate the same, but my what is it called?